In Fortnite, you need to have optimal binds. That's what you get your good mechanics and good gameplay from. Unfortunately, I do not have those. So we'll be changing our keybinds here to make it more optimal, and we'll see the progress throughout the whole time. And I will post a video every day on about it. So let's get right into it. Here is me before I make the transition to optimal binds, and this is just for me to see and tell you guys why I'm swapping. And the reason is because my pointer finger is on all of my build binds, and that's really not good because from each second from where my finger goes to each key is takes longer than whether or not that I could just be a different finger on a different keybind and do it so much faster. But no, my keybinds are in clouded together and all on one finger, which is not good at all. So I'm going to be changing my binds, and we'll see how that goes afterward, and we'll see what we need to do and work on from whenever in general. So the first thing I'm going to change, and this is going to be a big thing, is going to reset everything so I can get my WASD on my keybinds again, because I used to use ESDF, which is decent. It has more buttons on the side, but I'm just gonna try to change these real quick. And first, we're just gonna start with the crouch. We're just gonna keep it the same, and we'll just I'll speed run it so you guys don't have to watch all of it. So we finally get into our day one of training, and I wouldn't say that I got used to the mechanics very fast. I did learn how to edit fairly quickly and realize that it's really the same thing as any other time I'm editing. It's just in a different spot. Now I just need to learn the muscle memory. But but the good thing about this is because I learned how to create 90s very fast because I knew how to practice and learn on keyboard and mouse before. And so I did mess up. And that's when I realized I need to work on my editing skills as well. But majority of my building will need to work on, so I need to figure out my binds in general. And what other place to do that in mechanics training version 4. And as I load in, I realize I do need to work on everything. So go here, I start spamming my stuff to see what binds are which, get used to everything. And I start cranking 90s to try to get better, and I'm doing decent. It's not like it's doing a lot, but I do eventually get close to everybody else. And I sat here and I'm like, oh, I need to work on my editing. So I sat here for like a solid, I'd say, hour just editing floors, ramps, and walls. And dare I say, this took a long time. And I mean a long time. But before I went to anything else, I got good at doing 90s. I then went into Raiders Edit Aim Piece Control, and I'd like to find myself here alone in the next month. And I started off with the small edits, and then I worked my way up to triple edits. And this is where I got to find and get used to my keybind. And then I went into free building just to like free build, just see how I got after I started to edit more. And this is where I thought, I'm like, oh, well, it's towards the end of the day. I should probably go do something about this. And so I wanted to test myself in a 1v1. And this wasn't a horrible 1v1. I fell and it's just to see where I am. It's just a test for the end of the day. And I did flip a ramp on accident, but mistakes are bound to happen. And so I did fall, and I did say, oh no, but It's actually kind of funny because he's on height, and then I just like try to build up to him, and then when I get up to him, I get this like big tag off of him, and I'm really glad that this dude wasn't like the best of players out there in creative. I did eventually get the kill, and honestly, during that, I did do a nice high ground retake, and honestly, it wasn't anything in practice. I was surprised, and then I did another one. It wasn't any better, but any worse, so I kind of kept it. And then I did get another kill on him, and another kill. And then I did get my first full piece on somebody with my new binds. So that's actually exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you tomorrow, and please subscribe.